Number two, we need to understand that the priest in the confessional, he is a healer. He has to heal. Well, Father, I cannot understand that God will forgive me for the evil I have done. God will forgive you if you are ready to commit yourself, to trust Him and let go. And then He will forgive you. Thirdly, He is a judge. And that's why He gives you a sentence. And that sentence is the penance. Do this. He said, what our Father is going to do for my sin, you are doing something to make up for something. We have to have at least, we have to do to make up for our sins. My dear people, I challenge you that confession is not something of yesterday, but today. And that's why we have no peace in our families. That's why we don't have peace in our work where we work. That's why we don't have peace in our church today. Look at the church today. You have heard of the news. You have heard of the attack on the person of the Holy Father. Now listen, I am not a canon lawyer, but I studied canon law. And I know enough about the persona, because canon law is divided into 5 books. And one of the books called the persona, how we deal with the persons of the Holy Father, the bishops, priests, and all those who are baptized. Now, from the 3 cases that they brought in, there is no grounds for nothing. Let's begin. The first case is Mewar. Archbishop Whelan needs to take care of his diocese. Rome cannot come to the diocese unless you ask Rome to take over. You are the bishop, you are autonomous in the diocese. So you have the control of your own, number 1. The second one is that priest who was in a home with people who are impaired, he did something stupid, which we know that the priest needs to be punished, and severely punished. And they laicise him. The word defraud for me is no good. Laicise him. Make him a lay person. The other case from his own diocese has no basis, because the only thing that the Archbishop did is send the man for counseling. Well, this is the best to do. In other words, he took action. He sent the man for counseling. And somebody after him, appoint him after counseling to go to be a son. So every case that there is no grounds for the fault of those who are in charge. I ask you to pray for our Holy Father, because the evil one is attacking, and beneath all this, there are 2 issues. 2 issues. They cannot stand the church on the right of abortion, that means we speak for the dignity of humanity. And also there is the issue of same-sex, that the church will never move on that. And I know that there is something that the world are trying to conquer and try to bring against our Holy Pontiff. I ask you to pray for him. Pray for him because he needs our prayers. He is Peter. Without Peter, there is no church. Without Benedict XVI, we are nothing. You say, well, another Pope come, but this time we have Benedict XVI. And he is the church. Ubis Ecclesias, Ubis Petrus. Where there is Peter, there is the church. This weekend coming, I ask you, if you have EWTN, to watch Saturday and Sunday. The Pope is going to be in Malta. He is going to go there to celebrate the 1950 years of the coming of St. Paul to the island. St. Paul came to Malta in the year 60, when he was going to Rome, and he was shipwrecked in Rome, in Malta. You will see what a big lift-up the Pope will have, and he deserves it, because the Maltese people will do it. I know that because we have a pledge of loyalty to the Holy See. That was Don George who gave it to us. Don George, even when he formed the society, he formed it under the direction of the Pope. And we take a pledge that as St. Paul brought the faith to us, we'll be loyal to Rome. Because without Rome, we have nothing to base our teaching on. Roma locutus est, causa finita est. When Rome speaks, the case is closed. Because Peter is still the vicar of Christ, and in him alone there is the magisterium of the church. If the bishop are united with him in the same doctrine, they have the magisterium too. But without him, there is no church, there is no union. And that's why the Lumen Gentium, at the very end, the last chapter of Lumen Gentium, and I hope you read what I am saying, is say this, that Peter is the church. With Peter, the apostles, the sedes apostolicae, that means the chairs of the bishops, together with Peter, inform the magisterium. And Peter is the one who brings unity to the church and continue what Jesus has given us, that mandatum, to go out and make others know of his message. May God give our Holy Father many, many years to live, and may God bless our Holy Father, Benedict